Good morning. It is currently the 10th of February 2021 here in southern Japan, and by Thursday evening, that is tomorrow night, we're looking at some winds gusting out there up to 30 to 50 miles per hour in Okinawa. So definitely a lot to talk about here. It is not a typhoon by any means. The main point of this update is to make sure you are aware of these impending winds, which, it's moderate damage if you have things laying around outside. But if you prepare and don't panic, you're really going to avoid any type of damage. The island of Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands are built for super typhoons, so a storm with a breeze about 30 to 50 miles per hour shouldn't cause any damage. But you definitely want to be aware of it by Thursday night into Friday morning. Winds actually could surprise a few people since this is not related directly with a tropical system, but indirectly it is, because we do have this tropical wave really still down here across the Philippines. But the thing is, it's getting picked up by this upper level trough as we go ahead through today and into your Thursday. And then that upper level trough is associated with this low pressure area out of southeastern China. That energy from this wave will get transferred into it, really spinning up this system towards Taiwan and eventually moving across southern Japan. Plenty of moisture with this too. This total precipitable water vapor imagery really kind of gives you an idea of where that moisture is coming off of the above average sea surface temperatures there in the Philippine Sea, getting pulled towards the north with that low pressure center right there. You can kind of get an idea of where it is. There's your upper level trough there as well with the little dip in the jet stream. I mentioned this because the jet streams here, it indicates it is not a tropical system. I've been calling it an extratropical. Basically, it is going through that phase change from that tropical weather towards the south and more becoming a baroclinic system. And this just kind of shows you that development as this pulls towards the north, getting picked up and passing as we go out to the Thursday night into Friday morning just south of the southern Japanese islands. Tracking at low rate here, actually, just kind of give you an idea of the track with it pulling towards the north. And then you have your other system coming in here from the west. Those two get hooked up together. All right, let's get a little bit closer here and talk about the details, time hour by hour. Wednesday. All right, so our system's coming off towards the north. Also, we have a low coming in from the west. They kind of combine together, brings plenty of rainfall here throughout our day on Wednesday across Taiwan. But as we go ahead into Thursday morning, overall, this starts to shift towards the east. Now, I'm going to shift up from showing you the rainfall and more so the winds here, because this is the key thing. By Thursday morning, already starting to see winds pick up across the southern Japanese islands. At this point, we actually could see some gusts upwards of about 20 to 30 miles per hour. In Okinawa, same thing over towards Miyako and Ishigaki-jima. All right, by Thursday evening, though, this is showing you wind gusts. Gust, as mentioned, 30 to 50 miles per hour on that northern periphery. This is one more indicator that this is not a tropical system. More, I would think of it, especially for my American friends watching from Okinawa, a potent spring storm in the United States. Think of it that way, because it has a lot more dynamic similar to a storm in the Midwest than it does with tropical weather. Let's just say that. The bulk of the winds are on the northern periphery thanks to that gradient-induced conditions here. We have that shear coming down towards the south and west, a little bit of a cold front on the backside of it. But look at these winds as they pass by Thursday evening. As I mentioned, there is that potential for things getting tossed about here, even into Thursday night. Guidance from the ECMWF model showing winds upwards of 40 to 60 miles per hour. Now, that's on the high end of things. The JMA model actually showing winds upwards about 50, while the GFS is showing about 30 to 40 miles per hour. They're way on the lower end of things. I noticed that the Kadena military out there, they've actually are leaning more towards the GFS on more of a conservative side. I like to let people prepare, not panic. I often go on the higher end, not for scare casting, but just kind of to put out there, I would rather people prepare, pick up things around their yard than straight up ignore this, because it definitely I think this is going to surprise a few people. Then by Friday morning, it scoots on by. The winds are slowly starting to taper off on the backside of it. We're still seeing gusts about 30 to 40 miles per hour. And as we go ahead into Friday afternoon, things will start to gradually improve as our low pressure center moves towards the east here, south of the Ogasawara Islands. and eventually those winds get more towards a manageable level. Overall, though, it is definitely a lot of wind. There are the scattered showers that are going to come with it as well. Might even get a few rumbles of thunder mixed in there too. So Wednesday, PM rain. Temperatures into the high 60s ahead of this, thanks to a little bit of a southerly flow. Wind and rain on Thursday over towards Friday. I did mention moderate wind damage earlier, but I think if you prepare and the island is just definitely suited, it's likely going to be on the minimal side, superficial stuff. But you know, your lawn chair is not built for typhoon conditions, right? I'm not saying this is a typhoon. I should really say your lawn chair is not built for high winds, and this is the case anywhere you live in the world. Doesn't just have to be Japan. Just pick up your yard, put things together, and you'll be just fine. The key thing is just being aware, not being caught off guard, and preparing, not panicking. Friday morning, we still have some scattered showers, and then by Saturday, temperatures drop, or actually temperatures on the rise, I should say, on Saturday, with some clearing conditions on the backside of this system. So I hope you guys find this video useful. I ran through a lot of these slides really quick, so if you guys got any questions, timing this out, if you want to know what's going on, just shoot me a message. Thank you very much for everybody on Patreon who has been helping me put these videos together. If you notice, the graphics have been changing. It's because I have been investing with some of the help from all of you to make these that much better. Follow me on all these social media platforms. Best way you can reach me likely is via Messenger on Facebook. You can also hit me up on Twitter. I always reply there as well. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Key thing as well is if you are U.S. military, check what the local guys are saying as far as your forecast is concerned. This is not the type of situation where JTWC would get involved because it's not a tropical system and they wouldn't be warning on it. But the local military there would definitely be putting out weather forecasts. Also, JMA is the official weather agency, obviously, of Japan. So they haven't put out any warnings on this just yet. I do believe tomorrow they will. And on my next update, I will likely be sharing that information with you as well, translated from Japanese. All right. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. That's a big help as well. Like the video, all that good stuff. And stay safe out there.